everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Big Paul, Big Paul's Trucking. Hey, well, we got a good episode for you today. We're done for the year, like I said, done paving. So, we're going to be working on Big Green. I got cross member work I got to get going on. We got some drilling. We got to square some things up. We got some rear end torque arms we got to do. We got all kinds of things. We got to go through some of the old parts. And I got to take some things to Youngstown and get some bushings put in. But look at what we got going on here, you guys. I guess winter is officially here. Look at this weather. It's December 2nd, and it's out of control. It gets much more. I'm going to have to start the backhoe and plow the driveway. Now, we maybe got, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches. We don't get excited about that around here, but you know what that means? Leave it out there. It's shop time. So I'm waiting on, take these glasses off. I'm waiting on these front springs. They're on the way. I got that battery box mounted like I showed you already. And we're pretty much at a standstill with this truck. There's no more I can do until I get some more parts. So, but here, check this out. Check this out. I'm trying to consolidate. There's the other battery box. It'll look nice when I get that on. And the other support arm behind that. Got all my bits. They're all ready to go. Now these are part of the air tank brackets, right? Those two. And then this is actually for the rear fender. This is for the step. Air tank supports. And then those kind of go between the air tank and the battery box, kind of square things up. You can see where they got the cutout for the air tank. And they sit just like that, flat part to the top and this to the bottom to the air tank. So, but anyways, we are going to get her done as soon as we get some more parts. But for now, what we're going to start to focus on is I got all these parts that are already primed. These are actually shock mounts. I got a 4th one over there. And those are the backers for the torque arms. And those are more parts for the torque arms. And that's the air ride cab parts. And this is my other cross member that once we drill or finish drilling, all of these holes, which I actually marked last year, but luckily you can still see everything. I center punched them. We need to drill those. These are the lowers. I got the uppers over here on the workbench, so we're going to get these lined up to where we can start to drill on them. They're sitting right here. Here's the old ones. Remember, they're in bad shape, all the cracks. I mean, they're in bad shape. Look at the crack on the end of that. So we had these remade because I didn't feel they had enough structural integrity. But, all right, well, we'll get back with you. Okay, we're back, guys. I had the heater running. I don't know how much of that you heard, but hey, here we are. Big Paul's Trucking back at you. When I, last year in my previous episodes, the last thing I was working on was putting this cross member together, the one for the front drive axle. And I had to have these pieces remade. So you have to kind of reverse engineer this. I'm reusing the centerpiece right here because there's nothing wrong with this. And this already has these holes right here, which correspond with the holes we're putting on into these plates. And then we're going to bolt all that together, and then I can actually use that to center punch the holes for the 5/8 bolts for the frame. For the suspension holes, and then there's also a bunch more 1/2-inch ones, but I can put those kind of wherever on here at least. So, but 2 of them are 5/8 that have to go in the exact right spot. So, anyways, we're going to drill some of this, and you guys can watch, and then I'll show you what we're doing over here. Okay. Turn my oil on. magnet on. There we go. Okay. That's one. It's a real nice 1/2-inch hole. No problem at all. So we're going to do all, there's 3 here, 3 here, 3 there, and 3 there. So what is that? 6, 12 holes I got to drill 1/2 inch, and then I can bolt this into that. So hang tight. I know it's a pain, but these cross members, I was going to buy them, and they were like, I don't know, they were like $1,200, $1,500 each. I thought they were a little bit more than I thought they were going to be. I'll make sure my oil's flowing down there. Oil's not there yet. All right, you guys, I'm gonna put it on time lapse and let you watch me just drill all these holes. And you'll probably see me go over to the welder. I got a little crack right here I gotta weld up, so that's still gotta happen. But I'm gonna put it on time lapse. Thanks for watching. Hey, now's a good time. Like and subscribe. All right, guys, welcome back. It's Big Paul, Big Paul's Trucking. Well, let me show you where we're at. We've been working. It's we've gotten like 2 feet of snow here in the last couple days. No exaggeration. Lots of snow. Any which way. We're working on Big Green. She's in here holding her own as I'm still putting her back together. Now, I did do a couple things without you guys because all I do is drill holes. Kind of hard to make a video just drilling holes. I got the torque arms now mounted. Those are 5/8 holes. I had to drill 2 of them, obviously, in the right place. And if you see on the outside of the frame, they have that backer plate. That's on the other side as well. And then the little spacer right there and the bushings. But those are in, and they look real good. I'm pretty happy with that. And now I just finished drilling all the holes. You can see on this side and on that side, it looks like Swiss cheese now. And I'm getting ready to put this cross member in for the front axle. And that should be the last cross member. I haven't decided if I'm putting another one up here. I don't really think I'm going to need it. But there's one at every drive axle, just like this one. So we're getting there. I'm going to set up a camera and let you guys watch me put that together. So, but we're making progress. One thing at a time. Thanks for watching. All right, you guys. Big Paul, Big Paul's Trucking. Well, we're making progress. Hey, why not? I had new bushings pushed in the end of these torque arms, so they're like brand new. They're nice, straight, square. Great for this assembly. So now we have to put this cross member together. There's 4 of these plates. Now these are the 4 pieces that I made, and as you can see, holes there, 5 holes there. So what is that? 5, 6, 7, 8. So every one of these has 8 holes on it. 8, 16, 24, 32. Plus, there is 3, 6, 12 more holes in the frame. So I don't know what that is. There are 44 holes to put this one cross member together. So it's a lot of messing around. But we're finally to this point. We're going to put it in and install it. Figure you guys might want to watch. All right, got my bucket of bolts and we'll start putting it together. All right. I don't know where my lock washers went. There they are. But as you guys can see, I've been drilling holes till the cows come home. And pretty hard to make a video about that. The progress is kind of slow, but that's okay. Oh, get some more lock washers. Hang on. Throw a few extras in there. But I'm going to use the 5/8 bolts here that hold this cross member and actually bolt to the rear suspension. There's 2 on the bottom, 2 on top. And then the rest of them are 1/2 inch. And they're just used to hold the cross member together so it has structural integrity. But we're going to put it in. I'm actually tired of messing with it. We got to move on to other things. I got the shock mounts. I'll show you guys right now. See these shock mounts right here. And these actually have 4 holes, 4 1/2 inch holes. Got to go right about here above the shock. I got to measure that out. But just to mount the 4 of these, 16 more holes in the frame. But, so it's again, drill, drill, drill. So that's why I'm bringing you guys in and out, because as I get something done, then I show it to you. So that's better than being bored. Okay. Now, I'm going to put that centerpiece in there. Oh, my holes look pretty good. They're all lined up. But this is a process, because you got to, this is probably the 3rd or 4th time I've had this cross member in to get all the holes transferred where they need to go. All right. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to put it on time lapse, build this cross member. I know you guys are, can't wait for it to be done. All right, you guys, hey, how we doing? Big Paul's Trucking, welcome back. Well, it's the end of the week, and I actually got a lot done this week. I want to bring you guys up, show you where we're at, show you what I got done. This chassis is looking great, you guys. I mean, it is looking great. I now have, if you see, 4 cross members installed, square, level, plumb, every way you can measure this frame. And I actually made it to the store and got some more nylocks. So I put the nylocks on the outside of the frame all the way down. And this is the cross member we just installed. And you guys got to remember, I mean, look at all the holes I drilled in those brackets to make everything match up. It was like 45 holes I had to drill just for this one cross member by the time you add up both sides of the frame and everything, all the brackets. And then these cross members, you remember we installed last year, but they're still looking good. Got the hardware. I actually got the small washers I'd been looking for, the small 5/8 washers, rather than the big 5/8 washers. So I changed those. I didn't like how those looked before. We could see all the new bolts and everything. It's really looking good. But look at that frame, you guys. It is coming together now that I have that cross member. You see, that one had to cut out for the drive shaft, and the other one doesn't. So those are actual Peterbilt cross members originally, you know, from that cutoff. But I wanted to keep the air ride, and this was all in good condition. You know, good enough. I spent some money on the brakes, but the power divider worked and all that, so it's good. But it's coming together, you know. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of drilling. It's a lot of getting the bolts and everything. You see, I got this chain binder here holding this all square. I'm either going to put a cross member back here because I have room in here for a cross member. I still got to put that shock mount over here. There's going to be 4 of them. That's the next thing I'm going to work on this week, are the 4 shock mounts. And then I am going to be putting a hitch, trailer hitch with a pintle plate and a square receiver, just like I did to Paul's International on the back of this. So that's part of me not sure if I do the hitch, do I really need a cross member right here? But I probably do. Because here, if you look at my black truck, that has a cross member right behind the rear end. And then that square tubing welded across there. You know, all to keep it all where it's supposed to be and give it strength. But this truck, I want to be able to haul every trailer I own and camper, whatever I want to, because this truck's getting built for fun, you know. Oh, I can't wait to get onto the cab and do that Poppy's patina to the cab. That's the plan. See the small 5/8 washers, they're on there. They look a lot better than the big ones. That way the 1/2 inch and the 5/8 look similar, to me at least. But we're getting there. Also, guys, you know, I'm waiting on the parts still for these front springs. We had about 2 feet of snow here in the last week, and the springs haven't come. I did get, let's see, I did get the new shock absorbers for that truck. They're pretty nice, actually. I like them. Here, let me pull the box out. Look at that, Monroe Magnum. So those are going to look sweet on the front of that truck. But they sent me the wrong U-bolts. So that's what's down below. So the right ones are coming. But we need the springs, the hardware kit, and the U-bolts and the front pins, back pins, shackles. When they get here, we'll have something else to put together. But for now, we're going to focus on this truck. And I'm really happy to get that last cross member in there. It really ties that thing together. Now I can work on the back here, get this all where I want it, get it in primer. I did talk to the alignment company about aligning this truck. Now, I did replace all these bushings right here at the bottom of the, you know, arm. But you see these washers right here? That's actually how they align this chassis. All 4 of them have washers, and they're all beat up. I want them all replaced. Right there, too. They got a big stack there and a little stack here. But that's for the old frame, and it was all tweaked. So I am sure they're going to all get replaced. But he told me I have to install the airbags and install the leveling valve, and it has to be at ride height for me to do that. So that's not a big deal, but it's just, it's a process. But I think it'll be cool once I'm actually going to install 1 air tank, just, you know, so he can fill up the air tank, and that will feed the leveling valve, and then it'll level up, bring up this rear suspension. So that's next week. We're going to get all the shock mounts in. We're going to get new shocks from Napa, get those installed. put the airbags in, put the leveling valve in, and see if we can get this to come alive. So we get the suspension come alive, then we can work our way forward. But I got to get the chassis aligned, and then I'm going to paint the frame. I don't want to do it in a different order because they're going to be working on it to align the chassis. So, but they told me they got the time. All I got to do is take it down there. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. This is going to be the end of this episode, and next week we're going to keep putting more parts on here. I want to show you real quick. I got these over here. These are all the mounts for the top shock mounts that are going to be in the frame. You know, you guys remember. They're all going to be, there's 4 of them. I can't believe everyone has 4 bolts, but, and you can see there's the bottom mount. I'm going to put it right above it. So that's how it's going to look when it's done. I got to get the right place and figure out where I want to put it. Do some measuring, but it's just more holes to drill. So we're going to get that where we need it. Get a, you know, one above there, and here, and get them all installed. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching my channel. And now's a good time. Like and subscribe before it's over. I don't want you to be rushed, but Big Paul, appreciate your support. Big Paul's out. Thanks for watching.